Man, what's up, man? It's your boy Young Dill.
Nate the Great.
And we back with another episode of Solid and Original. Welcome back episode. We just discussed Kanye since we missed a lot of shit. Well, you know what? First off, this is what I messed up in the last video. Man, shout out to everybody. Go check out the website, www.therealvsop.com. We got merch for sale. We got hoodies. We got t-shirts. We all out of hats. We gotta step the game back up. But interested in the hoodie, man, hit me up. You can go to the website. You can hit all of us up, man. All of us. Shout out to Chinadu over there in Houston with the transplant. Shout out to Mystic. Shout out to Cat. Shout out to Nationals. DC, we back lit. I think that's all on the agenda. If you want to collab, you want to work with us, hit us up. You know what I'm saying? We back. I know we've had a lot of lapses and breaks and shit, but now we back for real. You know what I'm saying? Niggas had real life situations. But this episode, last episode, we discussed Ye. This episode, since we've been sitting out, we're gonna touch on that Tekashi situation. We talked about it. I want to say when he first got locked up, like over the summertime. But that's really been about it. So now updated. He is locked up. It's confirmed that he's telling on everybody, which is hilarious. How you feel about that, Nate? Oh, and by the way, side note for your laptop. But yeah, how you feel about it?
Now that I we can't retract what we already recorded, but I probably been speaking a little bit immaturely because like now having a full rundown of dude, it's just kind of like I'm not surprised. I'm really not. I'm not surprised, not even a little bit. But it just goes to show you that like, man, like you can't believe everything you see, bro.
So how do you?
You really can't.
So you know what? So we just talk right now. We're gonna talk about he snitched. He told on the niggas that he ordered to put a hit out on Chief Keef. Some sucker shit. Okay. How do you feel that he just got a $10 million deal from behind the wall? That he's about to come out, back up, and making music. Do you feel as though the people will gravitate to him? How do you feel as though it's
for sure? I think the people definitely gravitate to him because of the fact that it's not many real street motherfuckers. It's not many at all, actually.
It's not
that many at all. So like the mass majority of these motherfuckers that listen to him anyway wasn't street niggas.
And we're saying it, and we're not saying we're street niggas because we both have jobs. What we're saying is the people that really appreciate this lifestyle is probably, compared to the world, you probably could fit all of these gentlemen into the lower level of my house. Because it's not like, it's the majority is regular world motherfuckers. Like people that live above ground. So like people don't care if you snitch.
Nah, not even a little bit.
Now the issue that I have with it, because to the youth who, because I don't. Now, real quick, my definition of snitching is to say if me and this man does a crime, we do a crime together. Me and my man, me and my brother, we do a crime, me and him. We go do some shit and niggas get knocked. And to save my own skin, I tell him, that's snitching. If you randomly live in a neighborhood and you're a civilian, you don't participate in any crime, it's not your lifestyle, and somebody is bothering you in your neighborhood, you call the police on them. That is your job. You're supposed to do that. You're a civilian. You're supposed to call the police. Me myself, I'm not gonna call the feds because I just don't like them. Like I just never got along with those guys.
They don't help us. They don't help in certain situations.
They don't.
In most situations, actually. Especially dealing with black people.
But that's snitching, and that's exactly what Tekashi did. He got himself into a lifestyle, and he couldn't hack it, man. Shit got too real. And low key, the fucked up shit about it, because Shotty and them niggas wrong too. But at the same point, that beef, all that shit wouldn't have got as escalated if Tekashi just would shut the fuck up. Like if he wouldn't have dissed none of them niggas and he just would have just been a regular so-called gangbanger from New York and just Puerto Rican gangbanger from New York and made music, he'd probably still be free right now.
Probably, I mean, but at the same time, you can't really get mad at Shotty even them, dog. They street niggas that saw a gold mine. They took advantage of the gold mine.
I'm mad at them for telling them not to chill.
They probably was the ones telling him to turn up. To be honest, they probably was the ones telling that nigga, hey, nah, tell that nigga fuck you. Tell that nigga suck your dick. They probably was telling them niggas to say that.
So? I disagree.
I mean, when you think about it, because as long as there's confrontation, he's gonna need them.
He's gonna get attention.
But he's gonna need them. As long as he has issues with other motherfuckers, he's gonna need them there.
You don't think he's gonna need them regardless? For the image?
Nah.
Because, like, alright, for a fact, like, why would, because from the interpretation I'm getting, Shotty is a real gangster.
Mm-hmm.
And a part of that criminal organization. So why the fuck would you, fuck this Chicago shit, but a real certified gangster as we know it is, what's that brother from Houston? That nigga's Jay Prince.
Mm-hmm.
If you're a real street nigga, right? Why would you like? Jay Prince is over there minding his business, like doing whatever he's doing. Why would you go start something with one of the like real live biggest gangsters like in our culture? Like why would you do that and let it happen? Like you get what I'm saying? Like that's all I'm saying. Like Shotty, I just feel as though if that's gonna be your pup, put a leash on it, muzzle him. Tell him to chill. He want to be for Chief Keef. I get it. That's in his age range. It's in his generation. But you fucking with the oh you going out there with YG and Slim 400? Them niggas really gangsters. I don't like. That's where all the gangbanging shit started. Apparently, like I don't like y'all sure y'all want to do that? Like they real life gangsters over there. I don't
know, man. You know, people when money gets involved, man, things start to elevate. Things start to change. People start to feel a little different. You know,
that's a fact.
They probably felt a little bit untouchable. You know, so I don't know, man. The whole situation is just, it's real. It's interesting because it's like, man, this is real life. Like this shit really happened.
This goes in the record book.
Like this is definitely goes in the record book because it's some wild shit, bro. Because first of all, wow, did y'all ever plan for the nigga to know as much as he did to be able to put y'all under the jail? Because that's basically what he did.
I mean,
did y'all expect y'all didn't think about possibly getting arrested?
Nah, probably not.
That's
like
weird.
Niggas felt untouchable.
That's weird, man. You were wilding out in broad daylight.
Yeah. You put money on a nigga's head in broad daylight, you know?
Mm-hmm. Man, that's rough, bro.
A lot of people say it's sad. I don't think it's sad.
Nah, I don't think it's sad at all. I think everybody that something happened to, they just do. They got what they deserve. Because I feel like it was all extremely irresponsible decisions.
Y'all didn't have to do that, bro. Like
he was making a lot of fucking money.
He was, and you know what?
A lot of money.
I have a problem with everybody that worked with him because one thing that a whole world overlooked, that brother is a pedophile. Like on paper, he has them charges on paper, and y'all, Kanye, Jesus King Kanye, you bypassed that, you overlooked that he has that pedophile jacket and still work with him for money. Like,
I mean, I don't know. See, that's weird, right? Because I agree with you wholeheartedly, right? I agree with you, but I feel like they ain't the only niggas that did that, bro. Like motherfuckers knew about R. Kelly. A lot of motherfuckers knew about R. Kelly.
That's a fact.
A lot of them niggas. Some of our favorite rappers and entertainers knew about this.
That's a whole fact. And on the inside, I don't know if we ever talked about this on camera, but me and this nigga actually went to Chicago and talked to somebody.
Man.
Who can vouch that he was.
Oh my God. Shout out to Arya. Arya
shout
Leash.
out
Shout out to y'all.
Yo, it's snowing in Chicago right now.
It is. That's weird. It's been snowing for like 2 days.
Fuck that shit.
That's
bro.
odd. That's very odd.
But Jay, you actually right, bro. Like the hoes, the DMXs, it's endless of niggas, the Nazis. It's endless of niggas who may or may not have been around that shit who actually saw it. Oof.
That's rough, bro.
That's a hell of a point, cause those some of the people that I just named, those are legends. Damn man, that puts a puts a damper on things.
It does, man, because it's like it's kind of like man, that just goes to show you, like, even with these motherfuckers like giving this man this big ass deal, right? It just shows you, man, that people really don't give a fuck. They really don't. It's all about them making their money. And they feel like this man has hella shock value, and as soon as he get out, he's gonna explode again.
He really coming out with 2 jackets. He got a snitch jacket and that pedophile shit. Like, that's him. But like, what do you? Let's say you have, like, you know what I'm saying? Let's say.
Wait. So that's weird. So how the fuck is that even possible? Can you even do that? Can you have like a pedophile, like? Can you have that type of record and then still be, like, entertain underage children? Because his concerts was like from 13 to like, his concert started at like 13 years old.
I think with the whole case, a lot of the
They
major
probably
charges got dropped.
They probably was pending at the time.
I think they got dropped because they decided to be like, fuck them charges, they minor. Or we could hit them for these. I could be wrong, but I think it might, something like that might have happened to where he might have got to like, or he might have pleaded out to lesser charge. Like, I don't know. But either way, you still went to like court for them type of issues.
Yeah.
Man, I don't know, bro. Like this shit odd because, like, you know what I'm saying? Let's just say we both have boys, right?
Mm-hmm.
And they grow up. Because by the time, like, we have a child right now, right?
Mm-hmm.
By the time they get older in the next 10 years, it's gonna be a documentary out about this nigga, like.
Mm-hmm.
And it's gonna kind of make it seem like you're supposed to do that.
Supposed to what, snitch?
Yeah, and then to really alleviate all that, bro, just don't jump off the porch. Just stay above ground and, you know, go to school, get a job, go into the service. Don't go that route because it's not cool. Like, you tell a nigga was willing to kill a nigga for you, and you tell him that, brother. Like, not saying any of the actions was right. All that shit was wrong. Mm-hmm. Nobody should be killing anybody. But the fact that y'all were in this together and you snitch on him, like, that's ill, bro. And you're kind of being awarded for this. And another question: do you think it would have went the same if, let's say, instead of he joined a predominantly black gang, he was in the mob or some shit, like for predominantly white people, like Italians?
He'd be dead.
Like,
he'd be dead.
But do you think it'd be glorified the same?
What you mean in terms of what?
Because I feel as though the press is gonna make this kind of look like, yo, you're supposed to do this.
I think the reason why the press is doing it like that is because, like, because of the realm that he's in. He's in, like, the hip-hop entertainment realm, right? So, like, he has major influence. So, like, I feel as though, like, I mean, then when you really think about it, that shit goes so deep into a whole nother conversation because, I mean, the feds have a 97, 98% success rate in terms of prosecuting people. Correct. So, like, when you go into shit like that, it's like, these niggas is like, they real live putting motherfuckers away almost indefinitely without any problems, right? So, like, when the prison system, no matter what, they need bodies.
Fact.
Right? So, like, they're gonna, by any means, they're gonna get their bodies. As long as they're open and active, they're gonna get their bodies in some way, form, or fashion. Now, they're just getting the assistance from a situation like this, right? Where kids see this and like, oh man, well, I guess it's cool to snitch. But I mean, and then when you think about it, like, a lot of people done said this. Gilly the Kid done said it. Mano done said it. Like, plenty of people done said it. Motherfuckers been snitching.
Yeah.
Motherfuckers been snitching since snitching has been snitching.
But the crazy thing is, you know, back in the day, unless they were under some type of police protection, they kind of would be murdered.
Or just labeled as a snitch. Like, they would have that label and then people would just want to fuck with them. But, like, now it's to the point where popularity has really trumped almost everything.
attention. Yeah.
Almost everything, and we could talk about in terms of this, in terms of the presidency, in terms of anything. Like how popular, even with the Kanye situation. The reason why I feel like that everybody is still acting like shit don't happen is because his popularity. Just in terms of how much attention he gets.
That's a fact.
And the shit is sick, man. The shit is sick as fuck.
Let me ask you a question, because this is something I've really been thinking about. Like, cause I personally think snitching should be illegal, or cooperating should be illegal, because essentially if you cooperate with a police officer, right, it's kind of the same as a bribe, would you say? Like, you're offering a tad bit of information for something. Like, so let's just say instead of you replacing that information, you're giving this officer some money so he won't give you a ticket. Would you say it's kind of the same? Like, you're offering something in exchange for something else. Because either way, like, cooperating to me appears to be as a bribe. And it's a crime to where you can't bribe police officers. So how come if I offer this cop $100 to let me just go home so I won't get this ticket, how come I'll go to jail for that? But how come if I get put in the box and I offer this cop some information on some illegal nonsense that's going on, why am I granted immunity?
Because that's the system. But I agree with you. Yes, I think it is a bribe. I definitely agree with you. I mean, but at the same time, it's like, that's the corrupt system that we got, bro. That's what it is. It sucks like a motherfucker, man, but, man, it's been like that, and you know that. It's been like that for a real long time, bro. I've been pulled over before around my old neighborhood, plenty of times. And the first thing that they ask me is, "Hey, you know so and so? You know so and so?" Because they see my license and they see what street that I live on. And I was like, "Damn, fam, so is that why the fuck you pulled me over? Is they ask about these other niggas?"
Or guns.
Yeah, or drugs. Like, god damn, niggas is wild.
Niggas don't care that he was speeding. Like,
yeah, for sure. Or niggas don't care if you wasn't doing shit. Shit is wild, bro. But yeah, wholeheartedly, bro. I agree with you.
So, do you think that Tekashi is gonna come out and be successful?
Yes, for sure. I definitely think that.
Without banning types?
I'm not gonna say that because anything can happen. Because a fucking Joe Smo up the street fucking hit him in the sack. He feeling himself. He howls off his ass. I'm about to fuck this snitch ass nigga up. You know, you never know. People do shit for clout, bro. People do shit for clout. So you know, if it might be a clout chase out that motherfucker. I want to be the nigga that smacked this nigga, that knocked this nigga head off. I want to be that nigga. You never know. That's how it goes.
And like, how can I say this without sounding ignorant? Probably cut it soon, so we won't be holding y'all up. But I'm I'm in favor of the street shit. Like, but hear me out. I'm saying I'm in favor of it in the sense of a grown man agreeing to a certain lifestyle, whether it's above ground or underground, and he stays on the square according to that lifestyle, so he doesn't shake. So if you're a gangster and you're willing to accept the consequences of what comes before that lifestyle, whether it's the penitentiary or death, I respect it, because as a man, you're standing on your own square, and at the same time, I respect the man who decides to, you know, go out here and get a job or go to college or go to the service and stay attest to that and live by that code. Like, I have no problem with it. Just live by something. You know, like, I don't agree with. Like, I'm gonna be mad as shit if Tekashi really come out of jail making music like, yeah, you suck my dick, you bitch ass nigga. Ooh, why? I don't know, bro. You can't. You can't be. You shouldn't be allowed to talk about that.
So you basically just said, like, what the fuck is the content gonna be like, right? Because like, yeah. what you gonna be able to say now?
Yeah, like, you can't really, like, the whole world, you caught the world by storm, because you, like you said, you just nigga with a rainbow hair and you portrayed to be a gangster. So what are you gonna talk about reggaeton? You not gonna, like, you can't pull that Pitbull angle. Like, nah. What are you gonna rap about?
Unless you gonna snitch more on your songs.
Like, yeah, and then it's just like, it's so much talent in New York. Like I'm curious, bro. We ain't never seen nothing like this. Like,
we haven't.
Not in hip hop.
We haven't, but I mean, my biggest thing is, bro, is the fact that, like, I'm looking at the system at this point. It's like, I've never in my life agreed with the whole, yeah, you did all this crime, you fucking did all this shit, but if you tell on all these other niggas, you can go free. I don't like that. Cause now I feel like you just pick and choosing to get more information on other people, and you accepting the fact that, all right, well, we can let him go because he told on everybody else. Like, come on, bro. I don't agree with that. I don't like that shit. That shit is hoe. That's some hoe shit.
Now, I have cause I can't even speak on it. But, alright, let me put you in a situation and see how you feel about it. Let's say hypothetically, you've known Tekashi. Like, you know who he was before rap, and you still know who he is. Like, you're one of the people he hits up while he's sitting down right now, right? So when he gets out soon, Grant, what do you do? Like, is that still your man's?
After everything that's happened?
Yeah. Like, do you cut him off? And you yourself, you're not a street nigga. But at the same time, you still have your boundaries and your ideologies as a man.
Are we speaking about solely me, Nate, right now? We talking about like actual Nate?
We just saying
being
Nate,
friends with him.
And just say like
I would not be fucking with him. Not even close. Okay. I would not be fucking with him. I can't do it because I don't even like the fact that that you literally like for real. Unless he comes out, even still, I still won't fuck with him. But I would respect him a lot more if he came out a completely different person, a completely different artist. If he feel like, man, I made a horrible mistake. I shouldn't have did that. I shouldn't have been in none of that shit. I apologize to everybody that I tried to put in danger. Like, I'm not with this shit no more. I just want to make music, and live my life the proper way. If he does that, alright, bro. Even though still, I can't fuck with you because this went on for way too long and you knew what the fuck you was doing. You knew what you was doing. Like, but at the same time, bro, people can change. People make mistakes, bro. Like, but me hanging with you, nah, I can't do that. I can't do that. Me being cool with you,
And yeah, like that shit is rough because just as a man, bro, the fact that you telling your brothers, like, that don't sit well with me. Like, the fact that you telling on anybody and you not man enough to accept the consequence. Because look, like, I know of situations where I know niggas, like, cool, niggas told on them and they had a chance to tell, but they still kept it silent. So it's just like, I feel as though if that's the code you chose, you kind of gotta live by it. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, and granted, like, the shit, it's foolery at the end of the day because I feel the gangsters when they was like, okay, they looked at you as a lick, but now they really, like, they taking the L because of that shit, bro.
Yeah.
Like, it's hella people, like, being impacted by your bullshit, bro.
A lot of them.
And all you had to do was shut the fuck up. Like, you just could have shut the fuck up, waved around a red bandana, on about your business. But
I think it already went bad though, so I think they already fucked. I think that's probably why they wanted to get rid of the nigga because I guess because he figured out that possibly they were stealing from him or some shit like that or taking money from him.
Bro, you food. Like, you knew you was food.
Yeah, you should have known.
Like, you should, like, low key. You at the peak, you just should have went them somewhere them niggas can't go. They gangsters. They can't leave the country. Like, they got felonies. Like, for real.
That's
like,
true. They do.
You should have used that. Like, it just been like, fuck it. Like, I'm gonna dip out. Like, real quick. You know what I'm saying? Like, that shit just sad. Like, it's not even sad. Like, it's just like, bruh, like, what the fuck? Like, you crazy. Like, this has been a shit show. Like,
it has been pretty interesting. I'm not gonna lie. We've never seen some shit like this before.
Like, what the fuck? Like,
and the memes are absolutely
hilarious.
Unfucking defeated. Actually, probably I would say just for the fuck of it, throughout this fucking entire episode, we're gonna randomly try to drop some random ass memes in the corner of the fucking video, so motherfuckers just could get a nice laugh.
Yeah, man.
Because it's a shit ton of them. It's a whole lot of them.
Bro, what they got the joint him playing?
Yeah, it's like 100 of those. Oh yeah. But man, it is what it is, man.
Shit, last words, Nate?
Nah, man. Tekashi, I wish you the best, bro. Just don't come out talking the same way, man, because, man, somebody might try to touch you, bro, and it might be somebody that's not even related to what you was going through.
Close to you.
Yeah.
Them 8 tray or 9 tray bloods.
Yeah.
Y'all hold y'all heads. I gotta piss. Y'all stay solid. We out.